All right, we're back, and that was our first
Yes.
very, very interesting break.
Yeah. Well, we got through it. My computer's
We
not on
got
fire.
through it. We made it to the other side of the breaks. That was,
Mhm.
yeah, Simon, that was fun. We made it through. So
It's
we shouldn't
that's how
giggle. We
it's
shouldn't
gonna
laugh.
go. I'm giggling.
Sorry?
This is fun.
I know. We accepted that this is how it was going to go today.
Yeah.
What we do is we meet together a few times during the week, and then we meet before the presentation to figure out just the last things that we need to do.
Yeah.
And this is what started 40 minutes before the show or 30 minutes before the show. Everything was breaking, and Simon wisely enough said, "Okay, that's the theme for tonight."
Yeah.
Simon, I'm pinned still.
Are you?
Not anymore now.
It's the Tyler show with my disembodied voice. It's awesome.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so we have these cars that we're talking about. We haven't even mentioned anything about other than Elon Musk. Ding, ding. We should have a bell. We should have a bell.
Just a little voice. Elon.
Actually, I found this really good channel. I don't know if it's in the videos. When I was doing my research, I found a guy. It's Teslanomics, I think, or
Yeah, I was watching a bunch of those. Well, not really watching a bunch of them.
it's one guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he talks about everything Tesla, and he's trying to get into some Model 3 convention or something. I don't know, but he's very passionate, and he knows a lot of stuff about Tesla, and he looks at it from an economic point of view, which is where some of the information that I got in here and some of the direction that we went in came from this guy. So whoever you are, cool. I forget your name. Thank you. So
I had it. I had it earlier.
Teslanomics guy.
No, I know,
That's
but I
what it
mean,
is.
that's not his actual name. His first name isn't Teslanomics.
His name is Tesla Nomics.
Teslanomics guy. Tesla
Junior.
guy. There you go, Junior.
Okay, so we have a couple of things that we're looking at with electric vehicles, and the important thing is to make sure that we're talking about the same thing. So what I did, and what I think this is what we're talking about, is electric vehicles are vehicles that run solely on being plugged into the wall or a supercharger or some kind of an outlet. End of story. All right. So that would include the Tesla. That's an EV.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's some other types of cars out there that would be electric. We're going to look at some of those vehicles. I think right now is a good time to actually look at some of the different vehicles. They claim to be electric. They're partially electric. They're hybrid electrics. They're fuel cells. Those are not what we're talking about today. The economies, the issues, the production of all of these things are very, very different. The EVs are really what's interesting about what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So some of these.
Oh no, I was just.
That's okay. Go.
Yeah. So I was actually going to make the analogy that it's kind of like some of the hybrids. Remember when you first could get a DVD player? What would it always come with beside? VHS player, almost every time.
Yes, they would be slotted in together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and eventually, the VHS player just goes away, and that's what's happening right now. People need hybrids for exactly what you were going to talk about, the distance
range anxiety.
Range anxiety, yeah, that's exactly what that's for. That's like, oh, what if? That's for me essentially, because I would do that in a minute.
What if I get stuck in the woods and I have no gas? You get stuck in the woods.
Yeah,
and you have no gas. It's the exact same thing. I think the issue right now is that gas stations are so close together, and these EV stations are at least perceived to be so far apart. So that's why we have the plug-in hybrids, and these. That's a great example of one of these. What you're talking about is the Hyundai Ioniq. That's coming out, or has just come out, and it's got same car and 3 different drivetrains. One of them is pure electric, one of them is electric hybrid, and one of them is gas hybrid, right? All in one body. So the electric one is the one that would be talking about. The gas hybrid is the sort of thing that a Prius is, that's been on the road for a while. And the electric hybrid is something that would probably be called an electric with a range extender, which is what we were just talking about, where you also put gas in it. You start off using just the electric engine. Your batteries are going to be less. You're not going to be as far on the batteries, and you're going to kick into the engine sooner. So those vehicles will go further on a charge, but you're driving a gasoline vehicle. So I don't really know. I didn't look too far into those because it's not what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So
I kind of wonder about the maintenance costs of those too. You got two different engines in there, and
I just thought that while I was talking about it.
Yahoo to work on it. You got to get a dude, a specialist.
You have two people, like this, two different drivetrains.
Yeah,
which is a term that I'm not a car person. And
that's way over my head too, because you've got two engines running one drivetrain. That's how I don't understand. That's pretty much it. I might as well hit it with a wrench. That's what I'd be able to do to fix it.
Work, make it work. So, and I think that's here. I got a slide for that here. This will be I got an app for that. I was like, I got a slide for that. Let me find the slide, and then when I have it, I'll show you. But it essentially is. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Here, okay. This is a slide of the Nissan Leaf drivetrain. Here, okay. And I think it's like 12 or 13 parts. That's the engine. That's the drivetrain. Those are the parts that move. So when you have an EV versus a gas engine, or an EV and a gas engine in one, that's something else entirely. When you compare an EV to a gas engine and look at maintenance, an EV is going to be a lot less expensive because you really don't have that much to touch.
Yeah. Well, exactly. That's way less moving parts, less oil, less all this stuff. Like even my motorcycle back here, this thing is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the scooter.
But yeah, the scooter. That's right.
So I get to close the deck. Now I only have two. Now I only have two decks to deal with. Yay! So that's what the engine looks like. It's pretty small. Not a whole lot of there. I'd like to see one of those in place. I haven't done that. I haven't had the opportunity to look in the hood of an electric car yet. Have you?
No. I kind of have seen electric motors before, and I know they're a lot more simple than gasoline motors. I think gasoline motors are the most complex out of the three, gasoline, diesel, and...
Yeah, because I was looking at diesel drivetrains. Not a mechanic. The specs that I saw looked a lot simpler. Like the drawings that I saw, and I know what I was reading about the gasoline engines. We're talking thousands, like 4,000 to 5,000 parts, parts. So having the ability to just look at that diagram of the Leaf that we saw, the Leaf components, which by the way I think is a stupid car. If it wasn't for the other electric cars, I would never have believed in electric cars. That's just me and the Leaf.
Okay. Yeah. It needs a sexy.
It looks like a Leaf. It never looked to me like something substantial, and I didn't want to be in the car because it didn't look like it would be a safe car to be in. It just happened to be an electric thing. Right.
Yeah.
So those are the different types of cars. Those are the engines that are in the cars. Then you have sorry, what was that?
Huh?
Absolutely nothing. That's what I thought. Okay. So
this is our night.
You know what? I think we're on in a way, right?
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
So we went through the range anxiety. I think what we'll do is go back to range anxiety. We'll talk about some charging types when we get back from a break that we're about to take.